Okay, so we're going to build off of with our squeezing in here. There's adduction or transverse adduction here with the core and the squeeze through the body. And we're going to imagine like we did a tree trunk lift here. And so I'm going to be now facing the wall. And instead of holding a tree, I'm going to imagine like I'm holding like a big picture frame or something. I'm going to hang it on that wall. So now I'm going to orient myself in the sagittal plane. So I'm in stride. I've got 1 foot in front, 1 foot back, fairly narrow, not tandem, but narrow. And I'm going to start sitting. And as I stand up, I'm going to drive my chest forward. I'm still pushing off of my back leg and anchoring to keep tension forward and backward up that escalator. But I'm also leveraging for my front leg to push down and lift up and stretch tall, and squeezing in and through my shoulder blades as I anchor through my lower ribs. It's a lot of things. Stabilize to hang that picture. And when I can lock all that out, I should feel pretty well balanced here too. And we're going to use this for walking in a minute here to be able to do that. And I'll switch legs and do it the other way. Make sure I get the same amount of anchoring and stability and anchor those lower ribs. Don't lose that. Don't arch that back. Feel the resistance, but it should get smoother as you go. Now we're going to turn around and we're going to do this with walking. So just like we did against the wall when I was doing these twists, we're imagining that little bit of rotation, but I'm going to keep my head forward. I'm not going to lose my track. So I'm going to focus on a target ahead of me. I'm going to step. I'm going to sit. I'm going to stand, draw up through my body here, my core, anchor those lower ribs. And as I follow through, I'm going to twist. So it's very similar to the boulder roll, the reach here, but I'm going to have this stick as I squeeze it. And this frame is almost like ballroom dancing. You're going to think about like really holding yourself all the way up through the neck and shoulders without shrugging here. You got to stretch tall through your spine. So kind of here, lock it in, take your step, sit, stand, twist, and lock, sit, stand, twist, lock, and just back and forth like that. So eventually you get to the point where you can go into these here, and then you go into the point where you go from this to just letting those arms down, and you just kind of flow through, and then you go into a normal kind of walk. But you got to be able to feel and channel that all through your body for the walking. Good.